We just went out to dinner at our favorite Mexican restaurant with me, Dad, and Darren. And it's amazing how you can have so much good and so much bad simultaneously at the same time. Because I'm sitting there and it takes me forever to decide what I want to eat. But I finally decide, and I can taste it. And I can eat it. And it doesn't burn my mouth. And it doesn't make me nauseous. And it tastes good. And I'm enjoying food. I haven't enjoyed food in a year. I'm enjoying food. I'm eating to the point of being full and gaining weight. And I have the capability to do so. And it makes Darren happy. But at the same time, I'm sitting there and I don't know why, but the pain in my abdomen, despite being on all the pain meds I can be on, is so bad that it hurts me to move. And I'm being pushed in the wheelchair, and every little bitty bump is excruciating.
Could it be that you just ate too much?
It was like that when we walked in, too. It's my left side. It's my right side. It's where the blood clot is. It hurts so bad that I'm having to fight not to just cry about it. And yet I'm sitting there with my amazing husband, who's the most loving and supportive, caring person I know, most godly man, and a father that I never thought that I would be sitting across from with my husband and my dad, my husband eating with his father-in-law. And we're sitting there the whole time and we're talking about God and we're making the servers laugh and enjoying life. Enjoying that I'm alive and that God pulled off a miracle. Yet at the same time, I'm in so much pain. And I'm scared. I'm scared because I know the tumor is growing. And I know that the blood clot is growing. And just even within the past few days, the pain has gotten worse. And it makes me really scared. But I know that I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. And God has a purpose. He wouldn't have brought me back to life just to have it be all pain and suffering. There's a better, bigger plan here that I don't see or understand yet, but it's there. Our God is the God of miracles, and we still believe that He's healing me. I still believe that He's healing me.
All right. So a few things have happened over the past few days. Her pain has been slowly increasing, and in the course of that, she today is
Sunday, November 13th.
Sunday, November 13th. She's right. Pain has been slowly increasing. A couple days ago, she contacted the Cancer Center of America, and they were really cool. They seemed like they might be able to help, so we filled out the paperwork for them. We're still waiting to hear back. But today, the day after we send off the paperwork, it is Sunday, so she starts having intense amounts of pain in her stomach and back, all across the band of where the tumor would be, and all over the back, and the blood clot as well, apparently.
Tumor, blood clot, liver, and then across into the back.
Tumor, blood clot, liver, and then across into the back, that entire band. So we are...
Wraps around me, stabbing me.
It just wraps around her, stabbing her, she says. I don't know if you heard that, but...
I cry out to God for help. Really. I'm trying to be faithful. I know that He pulled off a miracle in bringing me back. There's got to be a reason for this.
So we, today we changed out her fentanyl patch, and we took a shower. That seemed to help a little bit, but then the pain came roaring back, and complete with screaming and yelling. And I suggested going to the ER. And of course, what are they going to do? Give me, take a look at me and go, there's nothing we can do. And I mean, they can put her on more pain meds, but the pain meds that we're on, we're on fentanyl, and it's not touching it. So we got her into the wheelchair, and we were like, all right, let's go to ER, let's do something. We decided that we were going to go. She was yelling and really in a lot of pain. So I started getting ready, and she moved to the couch, composed a message to family, and as soon as I brought my bag back, she says, I'm in a little bit less pain. Don't move me. So we're not moving, and this is a little bit less pain. Brittany, is this less enough pain to not go to the ER?
I don't want to move. Even just a little bit of relief is something.
Okay.
You might go later, but I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
So we're just...
Oh God, please help me. What do I do?
I don't know what to do.
Well guys, today started off real good. I did my makeup. I was really impressed with myself. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling good enough to do my makeup, so I'm gonna do my makeup. And I felt really good because doing my makeup makes me feel like I'm not a cancer patient. And then I'm reminded I'm cancer patient.
So we had a meeting with our therapist, and we did it online.
Which first off, I've been against doing it online. And so I finally relented and did it online. But second off, we haven't seen my therapist, in, gosh, months.
I mean, since you've been down since before you've been down.
Yeah, like we hadn't seen her in like
back from the dead.
Almost 2 months since before all the craziness happened. And then it's been another like month and a half since all of that happened. So it's been a hot minute. We've been trying to keep her updated on like what's happened so she knows why we're missing, obviously. But
it's just one thing after another.
Yeah.
Take another bite.
And so yeah, we had therapy today, which was amazing because
we just got to talk a lot about what we've been going through and the stuff that all the things that have happened that she's missed.
And therapy it really helps me. Like It really helps me.
And I think what was fascinating was that we got a message back from MD Anderson,
which we were complaining about the fact that we hadn't heard back from them, and we have no idea what to do about any of our cancer stuff, and like they're being unresponsive with us. And so we've called them like 3 times last week, didn't hear anything back. Sent them a message on Friday saying, hey,
We haven't heard anything, so this is what we're doing. We're restarting the everolimus Lenvima. We're restarting my blood pressure medication. We're restarting my blood thinner medication. And we're restarting my metformin, the diabetes medication. Those are the meds we're restarting right now. If there's for some reason that we don't need to start those, or if we need to start additional meds, please let us know. But we have to do something because we are scared. The tumor is growing. The swelling is worse. Like, I don't know what to do.
So take a bite. So they respond back. Sorry, there's nothing.
During our therapy meeting, by the way, which, again, we were complaining about how they weren't responding. And then we get a message from them. We're like, oh, this is good news. Yay, we finally get a response.
And it turns out that they said, there's nothing more we can do for you. We've tried all the medications. Now, the only thing that we can do is refer you to our trial medication team. And since you are not active, they probably won't use you for clinical trials. And I just kind of responded back like, wait a minute, hold on. We're active. Like,
we're off of hospice.
We're off of hospice. We're active. We're back to life.
I'm walking around. I'm going to the bathroom by myself. We've gone out in town with and without the wheelchair. Like, I'm just as active as I was last time you saw me. I'm just in more pain. Like,
yeah.
I just pushed through the freaking pain, and the pain meds aren't working.
And it's not like the cancer meds failed. Your organs failed from starvation, not the cancer meds. So I think what happened is that I think they're getting information from. It's like going from a nurse to we just got a message back from MD Anderson. You want to do this live?
Finish the video and then.
No, let's do it live. This will be fun. They can get our reactions first time.
We have the MD Anderson app on both of our phones.
Yeah.
So Darren's looking it up on his phone while we're filming on my phone.
All right. I thought you got a message from MD Anderson.
No, that was a message from YouTube.
Really?
Sorry. It was a new subscriber. Thanks, new subscriber.
Oh.
Both the YouTube and the MD Anderson app are like red and white, and they look really similar.
They look the same.
And so yeah.
So anyway, I think what's happening is that they're getting messages from.
Basically, I call a triage nurse.
And the nurse contacts the scheduler. And No.
So I call a triage nurse. The triage nurse passes it on to the doctor's nurse. The doctor's nurse passes it on to the physician's assistant. The physician's assistant passes it on to the doctor. And so by this point, it's gone through potentially like that could be that's the longest order that it would take. So it's gone through like 4 different people. My message has gone through 4 different people. And so who knows what has been actually said to the doctors, because I told them flat out, I was on hospice, I was dead, but I'm back, but the tumor has grown. So like, what do we need to do?
Yeah. So I think they're just like, oh, well, you've been on your meds this whole time. So if the tumor's growing, then there's nothing more we can do. And I think that's the response. But it's like, no, we've been off of our meds for an entire month.
Yeah. Like we quit cold turkey because the hospital took me off of everything because I couldn't swallow. I couldn't digest.
So I think we're going to get
basically we got kicked out of MD Anderson.
Yep. Which, of course, we're still waiting to hear back from Cancer Center of America. But I really think what's going to happen is they're going to, like, MD Anderson is going to go, yep, sorry, no, some information didn't get to us. Obviously, we were wrong. But, I mean, since when have you known a doctor to do that? So we'll keep you guys updated.
But first off, if you're going to kick me off of your services, why the hell would you not call me?
Language.
I'm sorry. But seriously, you talk about respecting your patients. You talked about, like, patient care. You're going to tell me over a message that there's nothing else you can do for me and I'm basically as good as dead and that I can't come back to your hospital?
Oh yeah, we will inform you if there is a need for you to come back to MD Anderson.
No. We will inform you if you can come back to MD Anderson.
There it is.
I'm sorry.
What?
Excuse me? I have never had a problem with MD Anderson up until this point.
Well, it would make sense that the second that we get the urging to check out Cancer Center of America, that this would be the response.
I have always said good things about MD Anderson, about their people, about their doctors.
Except for supportive care.
Yeah, supportive care.
But it's, I mean, honestly, I almost feel good about this. Like, this is like, okay, this is the next step. God, what you gonna do? Because.
Which I know that I seem mad, but I do feel confident still that God's still moving and that things are still working and that Cancer Centers of America has proved really promising so far. has been really positive and has heard my story and actually understands like where I'm at physically and wants to help me. And so I feel like I'm actually being heard. Whereas with MD Anderson right now, apparently they're not understanding. No, I'm back from the dead. I'm okay. I'm still fighting. I'm still fighting this cancer.
And I'm still taking the cancer med.
I'm still taking the cancer med that worked up until it literally made it to where I could not eat, which is what caused my organs to fail. Like, the cancer drug was working. It was shrinking the tumor, which is unheard of. Like, this is such an aggressive tumor that they literally told us at the beginning that even if we can get it to stop growing,
it'll be a win.
It will be a win. Not only did it stop growing, but it started shrinking in some areas. You can't tell me that that's not working and that you've done everything you can. I've been off of that cancer drug for a month and a half now, and now you're telling me that we can't even try to get back on that cancer drug now that I can physically eat again, and now that my organs are not in organ failure? Like, we can't restart it, which they have specifically told us that people have stopped that med and restarted it several times during their treatment, and things are okay. So you can't sit here and tell me that that's not an option, because you've already told me that it's an option.
Yeah, they probably don't know that you haven't been taking the med.
I told them that I haven't been taking the med.
You told a nurse, who then told us, who told the doctor's nurse, who told the next nurse, who told the next nurse, who told. Like, the story is so long and convoluted. He didn't get the full story.
I'm not happy.
We will have answers.
But God is still taking care of us. That is the one thing that I can say. I know that it seems crazy, and I know that right now I don't look like the most level-headed person.
Well, Christians aren't always level-headed. We're crazy people.
Who trust in Jesus.
It's a song.
Casting Crowns, Crazy People. If you've never heard it, look it up, because it is the most amazing song ever. It makes you want to dance, and it describes Christian living.
Anyway, we're not always the best. We're not always at our best, but
I still believe that God is working, and I still believe that God has healed me, is healing me, is continuing to work, has more to this story that he's telling. And maybe it is time for us to be done with MD Anderson. Maybe Cancer Centers of America is the next step, and MD Anderson we're done with. Maybe we're not. I don't know. But I just know that I'm not done fighting, that God's not done with his story, and things are still happening. Things are still happening.
Why didn't he call?
That's the part that makes me so upset, is if you're going to kick me off your services, and if you're going to tell me that there's nothing you could, if you're going to tell somebody that there is nothing I can do for you, like as a doctor, if you are going to tell somebody there is nothing that I can do for you, there is not even any experiments that I can try for you, you need to have the courtesy to call and tell me that. Don't send me a message that says, regrettably, I'm sorry. Like, you're rejecting me from a job that I applied to that you've never even interviewed before.
So we'll see what he says. And unless he's so full of himself that he can't admit that he made a simple mistake, we don't want him anyway.
So I don't understand. There has to be something that's just, I truly believe that it is misinformed information, because this is the same doctor who at the beginning of my treatment called me just to tell me happy birthday. I don't think that this is a bad man. I don't mean to talk bad about him or be upset with him and throw him under the bus, which is why we don't mention doctors' names. But I am upset right now, and I think that there's misinformation. I think the mistakes have been made in what they're telling us and what they're understanding of how I am physically right now.
We're speaking and they're not hearing.
And I've been disrespected and feel really hurt that you're basically telling me that I'm gonna die, and that doesn't even warrant a phone call. That's not okay.
Which doesn't make any sense, because the medication works.
The medication was working.
It's still working. You just started it back, and it's like,
we're already seeing side effects from it. So if it wasn't doing something, we wouldn't be seeing side effects from it. Like, I've had to take my nausea meds. Like, I've had the gurgling in my stomach that I used to get. Like, the side effects are already appearing. The drug is doing something.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out, and we'll keep you guys informed as always. God, look at my double chin. I need to.
But right now, we are off to the bank to actually create me an account in my new married name because I have yet to do that, and we've been married for like 4 years now.
Is it 4 years?
It's almost been 4 years. It's coming up on 4 years now.
Next year will be 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, next year will be. Yeah, because we're at the end of the year.
We're at the end of the year.
Oh, we're in November.
Yeah.
November 15th-ish?
Yeah.
We gotta give our dogs trifexes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll wait another 2 weeks.
No. Well, God always comes through.
Show them the rainbow.
The rainbow's behind us.
Oh.
There's a rainbow back there. You can't see it. But as we were finishing our latest crisis, which we will fill you in on, we pull out of the parking lot of the pharmacy.
A drugstore that we have never seen before, and is amazing, by the way.
Darren's never seen before.
I'm impressed.
A pharmacy that Darren's never been to before. But pulling out of the pharmacy, and God has solved all of the problems on top of problems on top of problems that we've been having today. We get some good news, we get some bad news, we get some more good news, we get some bad news, but then we get some more good news, and then we get some problems solved.
And then he gives us a rainbow to boot?
And then he gives us a rainbow. Yeah. The wheelchair, you can hear it clicking in the back. This is usually when I would throw something at it if we were traveling and I was trying to sleep. The pain is getting worse because in the car and it hurts, but it's okay. God is good, and God takes care of his children. And wow, that rattling is annoying. And now we are on the way home.
And you're gonna get some of the most amazing etouffee.
And I am. I'm starving right now. And so I'm glad that I'm hungry so that I'm gonna be able to eat. But my grandma, from my father's side of the family, who, like I said, like recently like reacquainted with all of my father's side of the family. And so one of the things that was like my absolute favorite, every Christmas my grandpa would make crawfish etouffee, and he has the best, like it is the best etouffee in the entire world. Well, when I left Arkansas, I'd seen him make the etouffee enough times that like I knew like the process of it, but I'm missing like 1 or 2 ingredients that like make it, and I can never figure out what those ingredients are. And so they offered to bring etouffee with them because my grandma's coming to stay with me for the week while Darren's at work. And so yeah, I get etouffee, and Darren gets the real kind because I've tried to make this recipe for him before, and he has told me this is the best etouffee, and I'm like, no, you don't understand, it's not the best etouffee, because it's not.
I've had etouffee before.
But you love when I cook etouffee.
I love when you cook etouffee, but I've had good etouffee before as well. My parents are going to be watching this. I got to make sure that I give them some love too. Your etouffee is good, Mom.
He has to say that. Anyways. He has to say that as a good son. I give him props.
No, it is good. It is really good. I really like my mom's etouffee.
Good, I'm glad. But he likes my etouffee better. Sorry. Wife trumps mother. I'll say it.
Don't listen, Mom.
She can get mad at me. Wife trumps mother. Look, the one thing about his mom that is a family joke is she never makes the same thing twice. So, like, he can't say that his mom makes good etouffee because she's never made the same etouffee twice. Now, is this true or not true? The entire family will tell her this, and she knows this.
That's true. Hey, babe, are you walking or are you rolling?
It's probably going to hurt less to walk as the bumps hurt with the rolling.
Let's go.
All right, we'll update you from inside with the best etouffee and what happened with the craziness. Hey, don't forget your phone. And what happened with the craziness saga today. And you'll get to meet my grandma. All right. God is good. This is crazy.